I've got one that can see.
Logic before authority.
Hi guys, this is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on Logic Before Authority. Yes, the name of this video is 88 Reasons Donald Trump Will Be President. Again, at least by 2024. What I'm going to do is I'm going to what you might say is an extraordinary number of coincidences that show a pattern of something that I need you to explain to me how this is not intentional. And while you're at it, you can explain to me what it means. I have my own opinions, but I'd like to know yours. And once you see what I'm going to show you, you're going to have questions, you're going to have opinions, and I hope you have some answers for me and for the rest of the people watching. Because what it looks like is pretty strange. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you through 88 slides here. And I'll try to explain along the way a little bit, but you're going to notice a trend of the number 88 being used in association with Donald Trump. And what is interesting is that and I'll show this to you a little bit later, actually show it to you, but mathematically Donald Trump's name, or Trump for instance, is 88. Donald J. Trump is 888. But explain these things I'm getting ready to show you. Okay, none of these individually by themselves really mean anything, but the overall, all of them creates some questions and hopefully some answers. So here I'm just showing you a snapshot of a poll. This was from back in 2020. It says, poll, 88% of Trump supporters appear to falsely believe blah, blah, blah didn't legitimately win, the election thing, right? So 88% is what was said. It was what was chosen to be put in the article, right? Okay. Now, next one is, this is Politico. This was in 2020 also. It says, opinion, that 88 and 2 endorsement record, Trump brags, blah, blah, blah. Here we go with the 88 again. But again, none of these mean anything on their own. But watch what I'm going to show you here so that you can see what I see and maybe have some questions like I do. Okay, so this is Axis or whatever. Trump is blowing Truth Social's launch. This is March 2022, and it refers to a large percentage of Trump's 88 million Twitter followers. You see, Trump had 88 million Twitter followers on his account, and that's documented very well. I think there's another slide here that mentions it. Okay, let's keep going. Facebook takes down Trump ads over organized hate policy. It says the Reuters tally counted 88 versions of this ad using the symbol blah, 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 right? So they're saying that there were 88 ads referring to some ad campaign that was being ran that had to do with Trump. And there were 88 versions of it. Okay? And that was in 2020 also. Here's back when he was running for president in 2016. It says Trump earns endorsement of 88 generals, retired generals, admirals, blah, blah, blah. 88 of them. Okay? I know you're thinking, well, this is all coincidence. Keep watching. or listening or both, whatever you're doing. Okay, here's the next one. BBC reality check from 2016. Who voted for Trump? And it goes down in here and it says, and I didn't pull up the whole articles. You can pull these up. They're out there. You can just Google them. But then it says 88%, talking about huge majority of black voters, 88% to Mr. Trump's 8%. So it's not just 88, it's the number 8 as well that is being used. And it'll be $88, 88,000, 88, everything as we continue on. Okay, here's Reuters. Facebook removes small pro-Trump network based. You see, this is actually not a anti-Republican or anti-right video of any form, shape, or kind, because I don't participate in politics. I observe it and I commentate on it sometimes, but I do not take sides. Matter of fact, I don't have a horse in the race. I don't like any organized group of people who do things that they should not be doing to the public. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Back to the point of the video. So Facebook removes blah, 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 some network, and it says that many of the 35 Facebook and 88 Instagram accounts. So it was here, just another 88, right? Okay. And I know some of these are kind of like, what? Yeah. Keep watching. Just keep watching. Like this one, for instance. It says as of August 30th, this was back there in 2016, Hillary Clinton has 291 offices in those 15 battleground states that they're talking about here. And it says those figures, and it says Donald Trump has 88. Donald Trump has 88 what? Campaign offices. So he's talking about number of Clinton offices and number of Trump offices. He had 88 campaign offices. He also had 88 campaign stops. I think that might be in here somewhere as well. Okay, so here we go. Trump endorsed 16 candidates. 16 is 8 plus 8, 16. You'll see that over and over here as well. But anyways, let's keep moving. Republicans who backed Trump January 6th, which is 1-6, again 16. Then it goes on to say the average incumbent House Republican pulled 88% support. So we got the 16 and the 88. So 8 plus 8 is 16. And if this seems weird or you don't understand it, just focus on the fact that we're seeing this 88, 88, 88. And there's some really good ones here you're going to enjoy, I guess, if that can be used in this situation. The New York Times, a glimmer of hope for Trump. How Bush mounted a comeback, blah, blah, blah. Talking about Trump in 1988. Okay. So, it's talking about Trump here, and it's talking about 1988. Again, the number 88. See, 1988 was the first time that Trump sat down with Oprah and did an interview discussing, teasing the idea of president. Okay, matter of fact, this is says 1987 Political Magazine, 2016, again 16 again, and then coming down here and referring to he won't run for president in 1988. Yeah. Here is Republican voters say there's no way in hell Trump lost, blah, blah, blah. And here we go with more than 88% of voters backed the president. 88%. 88 again. Let's keep going. We'll try to pick up the pace a little bit. Ivana Trump, buried in Bedminster. She recently passed away, supposedly. Who knows? And it says Trump slashed his Bedminster tax bill by $88,000 a year by doing something. Okay, so he slashed his tax bill by $88,000 a year. Okay. This is Leith's fundraising as Trump endorsed somebody, and including more than $88,000 in ad buying. So they bought $88,000 in ads. Okay. Here's another guy, and guess what? This case, Byrne has also donated at least $88,000 to conservatives. So donating $88,000 in reference to Trump. Here's Trump right here, one of his campaign people, supporters, right? Ken Russell leads pre-primary spending spree of $88,000 he set aside for such services. Frank Polo is a Donald Trump-inspired candidate. Donald Trump inspired him, and he set $88,000 aside for something. Okay? The Texas Tribune, Republicans weigh out hard to contend in Senate District 29. And, of course, it goes on down here talking about Donald Trump, blah, 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 and it says that as of June 30th, and loaned himself $88,000. I didn't make this stuff up. I just did the research to pull it all together to show you, because you need to think about what this stuff means. Checks and balances bill aims to prevent another Trump, whatever, right? Pelagio's campaign has spent at least $88,000 on legal fees since the House office, blah, 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 right? 88,000, 88 again. Daily Mail. This is talking about Trump's new golf thing. The LIV golf rebels are not earning huge prize purses in addition to blah, 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 right? And it goes on down here and it says, at the inaugural event, which saw him earn $88,000 per hole. So Trump's golf tournament, when you did really well in it, you made $88,000 per hole to play golf in it. Reckon that's still a coincidence? Courts, PolitiFact, courts have upheld repeatedly, upheld grants, Gableman says amount, blah, 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 whatever, right? But it goes on to talk about the Center for Tech and Civic Life's $8,800,000, and continuing on talking about Donald Trump being involved in it. Republicans refuse to comply with Schiff's request to get whatever, right? It says they has accrued $88,000 in fines for refusing to wear a mask. Okay? This is Schiff, $88,000 in fines for not being willing to wear a mask. Allegedly. GOP Representative Green accrues nearly $150,000 in fines, blah, blah, blah. And it comes on down here and it's talking about she had been fined at least 36 times for a total of $88,000 as of January 11th. This is a different person that has something to do with Trump, and an $88,000 fine for not wearing a mask. Okay, Trump Organization officials have also approached the president's largest creditor, Deschutes Bank, and adjust payments on its $300 million debt, the Times reported, and the company asked officials in Palm Beach County for leniency after Trump's International Golf Club missed the due date for its $88,000 payment on the property that it leases from the government. So Trump's golf course costs $88,000 a month, I guess, or a year. I don't know. But the fact that it's $88,000 again Is this a coincidence still? Trump amasses 88 million war chest ahead of 2020 presidential. So, yeah, he had 88 million to go towards his 2020 campaign. He spent 88 million on his 2016 campaign. I think I've got that in here too. If not, you can look it up. It's out there. Border wall. Trump's border wall. Border wall takes 88 million hit. Yeah. Yeah, they something other to do with the construction, an $88 million loss or something other, right? Border wall built by GOP donors blows over in high winds. Says no one was injured. And it says CPB said SLS Co. had been awarded an $88 million contract to replace the wall. Trump Brexit threats have Mexico lining up $88 billion IMF loan, basically. So again, 88, but this time it's billion. NYT politics on Twitter, 88 million and counting. Trump amasses huge start towards his 2020 now. On Twitter, he has 88 million followers. And he, of course, raised 88 million going towards his campaign, right? Okay. Even without the wall, Trump's 2017 funding request is blah, blah, blah. Says, talking about the wall, it says 88 million to improve capacity at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. So now they're talking about a building they're building, Law Enforcement Training Center, that's costing 88 million to improve the capacity. Are we kidding ourselves yet? Trump administration, this is from TrumpWhiteHouse.archives.gov. And it says nearly 40 million families benefited from the child tax credit, received an average of $2,200, and which you can take 2,200 times that, and you get 88. 88 million? No, 88 billion. Yeah, 88. Another 88, and the multiplier right here for it, 22 and 40. Okay. Trump wants to cut U.S. aid in Mexican drug cartel fight, right? So the Trump budget sets aside $88 million for aid to Mexico. The proposal includes $1.6 billion. There's that 16 again. To get the promised wall started. Yeah. That's right. Republican Party boost fundraisers in June. And it says the super PAC supporting Clinton getting in on the action, had raised $88 million by the end of May. Donald Trump Republican Party boost fundraising in June, talking 88 again, and the Clintons in on it. They're all in on it. High oil prices help Saudi Aramco earn $88 billion in the first half. And of course, these are the guys that Trump created the new golf tournament with. And they earned $88 billion in the first half. This was 5 days ago. Trump's costly trade wars. Trump's tariffs are an $88 billion tax on Americans. Yeah, this is what, I ain't making this up. You can Google every single one of these and find them all. This is no joke. House votes to limit Trump's authority to strike Iran. It says, and a denial of Trump's request for $88 million to build something. Another $88 million, right? Have to do with Iran and Trump. Trump Organization suing financially troubled Dean and DeLuca. Last month, Pace defaulted on $88 million in debt. Then we got the 40 again. Jay-Z and Beyonce house tour, $88 million house. And, of course, you've seen, if you pay attention to any time Trump sits down, he does a pyramid with his hand. With his hands. It's called the tip of the spear. And Jay-Z is famous for doing that same pyramid thing and looking through it, showing one of his eyes. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Now, why? Yes, I have my opinions I might share, but I got more to show you. I told you there was 88 reasons, didn't I? If building a border wall save $116 billion per year, there's that 16 again. And of course, we got $188 billion per year in wages. And then it says, is it worth losing $88 billion a year? All to do with Trump's wall. Yeah, that's right. And here we go with Sesso Partners obtained $88 million commercial refinance in reference to something to do with Ukraine, who made an appearance in Trump impeachment saga, blah, blah, blah. Just another number 88 associated with Trump. America First, National Community Action Partnership, blah, 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 talking about the wall, saving $88 million from the 2017, another 88. And this one's 88 billion. It's the Affordable Care Act. Trump's pre-existing condition record, geography effects, insurance status, 88 billion for health care. Yep. Take a peek at 25 of the most expensive houses in the world. When the couple purchased the home for $88 million in 2017, it set a record for blah, blah, blah. Trump purchased the estate, which was built by Marjorie. What it is Trump owned this house, and he sold it to these people, from what I understand. Haven't looked into it in depth, but sold it for $88 million. Yeah. American Grassroots raised $88 million for Trump's re-election. Well, that was nice of him, wasn't it? Ghost Mansion in Torak, Melbourne, bought by Mysterious. And splurged a rumored $88 million on an unfinished house. And again, this had something to do, it was tied with, like Trump owned this house again or something. One of his investments, supposedly. But 88 again. Never enough. Trump, right? In pursuit of success. And it says, were judged a success on Wall Street, and they allowed Trump to retire $88 million in some type of stock. It was talking about retire some type of stock options or something like that. But another $88 million. Trump home, 25, this is where they're selling Trump products. 25-inch tap-in glass LED table lamp, a lamp that you can buy that's labeled by Trump for $88. There's also a baseball out there that you can buy that's like signed by Trump or something that's $88. Biden's State of the Union Address 2022. Green, who has racked up more than 88,000 in mask-related. Another person getting fines, $88,000 in fines. That is a supporter of Trump, I think. Okay. Kansas City demands for police reform show pressure, blah, blah, blah. Says which cost $88,000, according to a representative. And of course, it's talking about Trump here. Okay. Wikipedia fights Russian order to remove Ukraine war. Says a Moscow court fined the Wikipedia Foundation 5 million rubles, which is $88,000, for refusing to remove what it termed as disinformation, which was talking about the Ukraine war and Trump in various aspects. Again, now, some of these are a direct hit, you might say, showing the point I'm trying to show. Some are just a little over the edge. I get it. But there's so many of them that are direct hit. It's undeniable. Abandoned by Trump's White House. Okay. It's talking about White House inside states mad scramble to buy their own something. Metatronic ventilators. Oh, yes. The ventilators, all the ventilators that Trump ordered purchased, it cost $88 million for 2,000 of them, of which most of them have ended up in a warehouse or in a dump somewhere. So I've seen a video online where there were hundreds of them in the dumps, literally a dump. Okay, so Trump spent $88 million on ventilators. Are you kidding me? Trump election fraud. Falsehoods have cost taxpayers, says at least $8,800,000. So $8,800,000. Another 88. Unbelievable. Murkowski maintains heavy cash advantage. She's one of Trump's people, right? And the campaign spent $88,000. Yep, spent $88,000 on something. The challenge for Republicans in Colorado's 8th district, blah blah blah. Kirkmeyer, meanwhile, has spent $88,000 on TV advertising. Another one of Trump's people spent $88,000. Here's how much Donald Trump's senior advisor, Anthony, somebody is worth, right? It says Scaramucci earned $88,000 from something. One of Trump's senior advisors. Okay. Sunburn in the morning read of what's hot in Florida, right? Okay, it's talking about the report revealed Trump's political action committees raised 18 something. Okay, says their yearly salaries were from 88,000 to another 16. 106 from 88,000 to 106,000. Again with the 1 and the 6, meaning 8 plus 8 is 16. It's not as simple as that to these people who use Jewish occult gematria to encode everything they do, which is actually what's going on here, which I'll explain a little bit more about here in a little bit. Big money once again pours into House races in Minnesota. She also received about $88,000 in non-itemized donations. Another one of Trump's people. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Trump says international pricing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And it says, it's talking about National MS Society on its new offering for Verity, some kind of drug probably or something, which carries an $88,000 per year price tag. Okay. Zeke's financial disclosure, big income property war, blah, blah, blah. Trump administration and was elected, and then he went on to say he reported income was $88,000. A SpaceX tourism mission just arrived at the ISS. And guess how much it cost? says getting provisions to and from the space station for a commercial crew is another 88,000 to another 16 per person per day. You say, well, that's Elon. That ain't got nothing to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you only knew what I know, which I have gotten into before and will again soon. But we got to stay on point here. Got 88 reasons. The Guardian, the 1935 novel that predicted the rise of Donald Trump. And it says every American will be guaranteed a minimum income of $5,000, which was $88,000 in today's money. Okay. Illinois House Dems vote to oust unmasked GOP lawmakers. Talking about the mask and so on and again, right? And then it goes on talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Actually, I think I did mention this one time. Marjorie Taylor Greene and 88,000 in fines. So we'll count that as a double. Website taking donations for the, you can read that word, of Mr. T. They have collected more than $88,000. What? Yeah. That's right. Lujan Grissom, or whatever the name is, reported 3.7 million cash on hand. And then it goes on talking down here about the president. It says a political committee backed by lawyers poured about $88,000 into this legal defense thing that they were talking about. Yeah. Okay, this woman's going to run for a third term as D.C. mayor. And then they were talking about Trump here again, and somebody who had raised $88,000 from 1,400 D.C. areas. I guess they're talking about her running mate, maybe, or I'm not sure. But another 88 in stories talking about Trump. Here's Gail Harrell, raised more than $22K in January. She's raised as much as $88,000 in recent months. One of Trump's people. New York Times, with Trump set to meet whoever this is, Indian Prime Minister or something like that. Many U.S. Indians. The median income of an Indian American household is $88,000. Okay, they just like throwing it in there. It has nothing to do with the truth or what really is going on, but it's just used repetitively. Here's a good one. Cruz, Corn, Graham raked in contributions from nominee blah, blah, blah. Says Cruz got about $88,000 from future Trump. So, from future Trump. Anyways, and Obama judges. Okay, from future Trump. But he got 88. Says Corn got exactly half of 88, 44,000. And Graham got the Mason Master number, 33,000. Yeah. How Donald Trump funneled kids' cancer charity money to one of his businesses or something they're saying, right? Additionally, the Donald J. Trump Foundation, which blah, 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 says a nearly $88,000 payment from his foundation to a Trump golf company. So he made a payment out of a charity, supposedly, for $88,000 to one of his Trump golf companies. Is any of this making any sense to you? Follow the money. Trump supporter in the state who hosted most of the fundraising, about $88,000, came from whoever. None of this is real. This is make-believe land. This is Wizard of Oz kind of crap. How Donald Trump funneled... Oh, we already seen that one. Oh, maybe that was the last one. Bingo! We must have made it 88. Well, thank goodness we did. All right, let me show you one more thing here. Okay, you can see here, this is gematria. See the little Jewish dude or mystic dude sitting here. And it's all about numbers and letters, and it goes into the creation of our language that we speak. It was created based on mathematics and the toroidal energy field, like a torus, okay? That's how our languages were created. Hebrew itself was created based on it. And so, Trump, like I said, is 88, which you can see there. Okay, and Donald J. Trump is 888, for instance, which you can see there. And you don't need to, at this point, you don't need to understand exactly what everything means. What you need to see is what I'm showing you is that how this is being used and how Wizard of Oz land this is. Okay? And we can get into, maybe in this video, but maybe another one, what it really means. Okay? 88 basically is a reset number. Okay? The 8 itself, the Ouroboros, okay, is the snake eating its tail. It's when time resets, when a great period of time has come to its end, and the end is also the beginning starts kind of scenario, okay? I know some of you thinking, what the heck is he talking about? Okay, so again, we had the art of the deal. You see how I showed you that Donald J. Trump is 888 mathematically, okay? It's also the same as the art of the deal. So he named the book based on his name, right? This book here is also based on his full name, Donald John Trump. See, Donald John Trump is 1110, for instance. The book he wrote, Time to Get Tough, is 1110 again. Okay? World Trade Center, 1110 again. Stock market crash, which is coming. A big one. During Trump's next presidency. Global financial reset, that's happening now, with this coming soon. And it's, again, mathematics the same. U.S. dollar collapse is coming. Basically more like in this order. Stock market crash, U.S. dollar collapse, global financial reset, which will all happen under the presidency of Mr. T. Also happens to have the same mathematics as Aleister Crowley, if you're aware of who that is. The Chinese virus that Trump used to like to say, and the book of Revelation. And you also see how this also further ties into this kind of stuff biblically, if you're interested, which I hope you are. And if you see my last video. And we've got bottomless pit, with all the stingers coming out of the pit, landing in people's arms. Flying around on all those jumbo jets that were carrying them, military jets carrying them all over the world, unloading them out of the back of the plane where there were stings. Many of you have seen my in-depth video of what I'm talking about there. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. And I'm not saying this but it's looking like this more and more so. You see, Trump's last name was actually Drumpf, okay? Don Drumpf was his original family name, which was changed. This is the immigration documents. And if you come here and you come down and look, you will find right there Trump's dad's name, Freddie, or however you want to say it, Trumpf, Trumpf. You see it? Right there. So, his name is Don Trumpf. That was given to him by his family, I suppose. Don Trumpf. So that does concern me a little bit, knowing also that he lives in a gold-laden high-rise that is in the shape of a spear, and he has a coat of arms where he's reaching through water and across time and catching the tip of the spear in his hand on his coat of arms. You can look it up. There's just so much. The murals that are on the ceiling in his office. Okay? Now, you may say, well, none of this has anything to do with the 88 thing. But it does. You see. It does. And if you've been around on my channel very long, you already know a lot of it. I can't cover everything in every video. But, like Trump's dad, Fred Christ Drumpf, mother named Mary. That's right. And this guy, he thinks he and believes he is in the image of a bad Don. You know, the pit we were just talking about. He came out of here, Abaddon, a bad Don. You know. And where did he come from? Bavaria. The same place that the Illuminati was formed. The same exact community. Like your little community. How would you like that? How'd you like to have to explain that away and why it's just too much, man. It's just too much. Well, I hope you enjoyed the 88 Reasons. I hope you enjoyed my work. It takes a lot of time and effort to do this kind of research and stuff. I appreciated it if y'all guys will support my work on occasion. All I ask is to be able to make it and not have to sleep in the woods in a tent like I did. I thank y'all guys so much for all your support over time. It's been going on for quite a while now. And I can't assume it's always going to be there. Matter of fact, I'm positive it won't at some point. But I want you to know I'm going to continue on. I love you. Our Father in heaven loves you. And I'll be talking to you again real soon. Okay. Please share this video with someone that it could benefit. Bye-bye.